I'm back. Now, I was hoping to do everything in one video, but hey, what can you do? So I might as well go in a bit more detail. Now, six-pack challenge. Sheamus will defended his title against Edge, Jericho, Orton, Barrett, and Cena. Now, this was great. This had the making of a great match. And it started off fast and furious, with Jericho getting eliminated first in very quick time. I mean, when he did it, everyone was just like, stood there. It was just like, it just sunk in. Jericho's lost. The meaning of this is because a couple of weeks ago, he said if he didn't win the WWE Championship, that's it, he's gone. He was leaving. So, when he went for his bulldog on Cena, Cena pushed him away and he ran into an Orton RKO. So he just sat there in disbelief. Edge just looked at disbelief. Cena couldn't believe it. Orton couldn't believe it. I mean, the other five guys, they just stood in the ring as Jericho walked up the ramp. Then when Jericho was gone, it was back to business. And when they restarted, Barrett was not in the right position. You had Cena over here, you had Cena in one corner, Orton in the other, Edge in the other, and Sheamus in one. And he's in the middle. What does that remind you of? Yes, the Nexus attacks. They love to surround their opponent, their target. So he was on the receiving end again. There was a brief time where he actually managed to get upper hand. Cena and Orton teased going at it themselves a few times. They both tried to hit their moves. They teased going at it, but they interrupted by Barrett. And Barrett, for some reason, decided that he was going to bark out instructions to Edge and Sheamus. What was he thinking? So, of course, he got what he deserved, a beatdown by those two. And then from that point, really, no, not from that point, and then it was just like Cena and Orton cleared house again. They started fighting it out. They both tried their finishers. Orton tried to do the DDT, the RKO. Cena's tried the attitude adjustment, the STF. Nothing succeeded. Soon enough, a team up happened. Edge and Sheamus, they teamed up. They tried to get Cena down. They tried to get Orton down. Didn't work. But then, in the end, Edge was next to go. So yeah, he wasn't too happy. But hey, what happens? You managed to escape a few finishers, but in the end, you get attitude adjustment, you're out. So, Cena's fighting hard, he's winning the title. I mean, at one point it looks like he was actually gonna get Barrett, but then, he escapes Barrett's finisher, but then Nexus comes out and they attack Cena. Let me remind you, it was perfectly legal because there was no disqualifications in this match. You can't be disqualified, only pinfall and submission. So they didn't attack Cena really, they distracted him enough for Barrett to hit his finisher and eliminate Cena. Yes, Cena was the third person out. He finished in 4th place. Not where I would have thought he would have. And then Nexus attack Orton, and they throw him in the ring, and they surround the ring they're on the apron. And Orton, when he comes to a bit after this beatdown, he realizes numbers are against him. But Nexus made one fatal mistake. Well, actually, two fatal mistakes. One, pissing off John Cena, and two, making sure John Cena wasn't gone from ringside. Cena hits back, he was with a chair, he starts swinging at Nexus, and Nexus all of a sudden don't know what's going on. Next thing I know, their leader's been RKO'd and he's out. So they lick their wounds and go back. So it's just the final two, Sheamus and Orton. And Sheamus actually hits the pro kick on Orton. That's it. Everyone thought that was it. I even thought that was it. 1, 2, Orton. Instinct alone. Kicked out. He kicked out. My goodness. Sheamus was in shock. Everyone was in shock. And it's just like they start fighting. Sheamus trying to put Orton away, but he's unable to. Orton with the backbreaker, and then he manages an RKO. 1, 2, 3. Orton is the new WWE champion. My goodness, this was a hectic but great match. There's nothing bad that could be said about this match, to be honest. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was a good story to tell. I mean, they built this up pretty good. It's just wait to see what happens with Jericho now tonight. So yeah, we're roughly 2 weeks away from Hell in a Cell. It's easy to see that Sheamus is going to cash in his rematch clause. So it's going to be Sheamus and Orton. Cena versus Barrett, because he's annoyed with Nexus. And Miz versus Bryan. So that's half of your Hell in a Cell. You've also got Taker versus Kane. I reckon another Ziggler and Kofi match. Maybe. I don't think there'll be Divas. I reckon there'll be a tag match. So yeah. Who do I reckon in the tag match? I reckon it'll be McIntyre and Cody Rhodes defending against Morrison and Truth. Because I'm honestly surprised that they never got included. I think they could have had a good chance if they were included. I was surprised they weren't. So yeah, that's the 6 I reckon. There might be more, there might be less, who knows? We shall find out in 2 weeks' time, but you won't have to wait that long to see me. A little later this week, I'll be doing a tag team special. Later on in the week, I'll do my WWE review, week in the review. So I shall see you all later. Shall I see you? Signing out.